All right, hello and welcome back to more Vintage Cube. Wow, this is one of the worst packs we've opened so far. This one, not particularly strong. I guess we just take like an Arid Mesa. I mean, there's a couple ways you can go with this. I think the winningest play, probably still Arid Mesa, but a Danto Vanguard is a strong second. Just like white is like very good. So that's an option. Azorius Signet's alright. I could see that card being good, and then the rest is pretty bad. So we're gonna take Arid Mesa and stay open. And then we get past the Time Walk, so I guess I won't complain too much anymore. That's pretty nice. My favorite deck with Time Walk is like green recursion. Like you just keep recurring Time Walk with Eternal Witness. I think they got rid of a lot of the other ones, so you know it's not as good as it used to be, but it's still fun. My second favorite, and I think the better variant of the two, is just blue-white Time Walk, where you have like Path to Exile, Mother of Runes, Planeswalkers, like very low to the ground, aggressive Time Walking. And then you can run the what's the guy? It's the 2/2 lifelink that you can like infinitely time walk with. You can run that. Ooh, or hear me out. Blue-black time walk with Dark Confidant. Yeah, I like that a lot. I mean, that's time walk Dark Confidant's a sweet combo. We could maybe wheel Suspicious Stowaway because then you like time walk. Oh, I like it. All right, let's take this. Then we get Grist. So. Oh, Packrat's still in the cube. That's surprising. We could go Sultai Time Walk. I mean, Grist is the strongest card in here by a lot. I could take Windswept Heath. Then I have all this fixing for white that I'm not currently playing. But Esper Time Walk is also an option. I don't know if I like that more than Grist, though. Like, Grist is really good just in general on her own. We don't even have to end up playing Time Walk or any of the above. Like, she's just a strong card. So I like that. I'm not taking Packrat. Chupacabra is a little bit tempting. It is just like a 4-mana Doomblade, but I think I'd rather have Grist than that. I'm just deciding if I want to take her or the Windswept Heath. Because if I get like a blue... I guess there's really no good duel I could pick up to make these fix for both colors. I'm just going to take the fixing. I don't know what's open yet. Okay, there's a Baleful Strix. There's... Infernal Grasp 2. Toxic Deluge, Luris. I mean, right now we're set up to do Luris stuff, I guess. Infernal Grasp. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Strix. I kind of want to cement myself in these colors. Normally this is not good, as I mentioned. If you're trying to draft to win, it would be doing something completely different, but this is for fun. Like, I haven't drafted blue-black in I don't even know how long, because it's usually cut every time. So if I can try and like do that, that'd be a lot of fun. Like, just imagine Baleful Strix, Fallen Shinobi, Time Walk. Oh, I'm all about it. Here... Ugh. This is what usually happens. I mean, there's a silent clearing that does make my black-white colors much better. Nighthawk Scavenger is fine. I'm just gonna take the silent clearing. Then we get a Lion Stash, a Rishadan Port, and a Burst Lightning. So I don't see any blue cards, which is kind of a bad sign. We could go black-white and then splash blue. Lion Stash is the strongest card here by far, although Rishadan Port's really good. I am kind of leaning towards a bunch of colors, and this is, again, the downside of doing that, is you don't get access to... Well, you can, right? You can put this in your deck, but you're going to be hurting for mana running Rishadan Port and Baleful Strix in the same deck. You don't have access to these lands, really. And same with, like, Lion Sash, right? This is better in mono white. Still a really messed up Magic card, so I will take it. And then, yeah, Gideon's good. White is wide open. I think black-white is where we're supposed to be. Gideon's the strongest card out of these by far, so we'll take him. And... Shattered Sanctum versus Danto Vanguard. I guess I already have Arid Mesa Windswept Heath, so if this was fetchable, I would take it, but I'm just going to take the good 2-drop here first. This card is pretty hard to replace. Being indestructible and attacking for 3 is like, it's a lot of stuff. I believe Thespian Stage got passed, but I'm just going to take Mesmeric Fiend. This card's very good. Alright, well, we're set up to do black-white, so that's why taking Baleful Strix over Infernal Grasp was not the correct pick, because it cements you into the colors, which is what I was trying to do. Wow, interesting. Suspicious Stowaway came around? That's wild. Okay, that is unexpected. I feel like I'm supposed to just take the Incinerate, but this card is good. I don't want to draft red. Alright. I'll take this card. Lava Claw Reaches helps with the red game plan, I suppose. I'll take the Packrat, sure. Giver of Runes, Goblin Guide, Palinchron, I'll take the Giver. So, yeah, I think red is open. I just don't want to draft Mardu because I've done that a lot. So we're going to go black-white with a potentially suspicious blue splash. Then we get this pack. Selfless Spirit is good. Kolaghan's Command, if we had gone red, would be nice. We could take the Scarab God just as top end, but again, I think I'm mostly black-white, so I don't really want to take that. Fire Islet, it's not really in our colors. I'm just going to take Selfless Spirit. It's a really good magic card. Kind of sad Lurrus didn't come around, or if it did, I missed it. Lurrus, Selfless Spirit is kind of a combo. Then we get Cryptbreaker, Mana Tithe, Bloodchief's Thirst, Dark Ritual. A lot of good options. I think Mana Tithe is just the pick here. It's so good. I love Leon and Relic Order too. It's going to be hard to cast though, but Counter Magic in white never gets old. I'm really, really looking for like a Grubland or Godless Shrine. And I don't think I'm playing this Baleful Strix. There we go. Scrubland. Okay. I have to take it over Duress. I love Duress. I want it in my deck, but I can't pass up. This gives me essentially 3 dual lands for 1 pickup, and that's a very difficult rate to beat. Now we can take Concealed Courtyard and just have like actually pretty good mana now. I don't have Vampire Hexmage, I don't think. No. So I can't take Dark Depths. I don't even know if I would anyway. It doesn't do anything on its own. I like Courtyard. Sedgemoor Witch. I don't really have many spells. Spectral Procession is tempting, but let's just take the fixing. The more black-white fixing we take, the more likely it is we can maybe put Time Walk in our deck. But I think we're going to have to get like a blue-white duel for that, because we have 2 white fetches, but nothing else like to do with it. So if we get a blue-white duel, that essentially gives us 3 blue sources for free. Even with 3 blue sources, I don't know if it's worth splashing Time Walk. Ooh. Oh, man. Okay. Skyclave Apparition is probably the pick. Skullclamp, Dismember are both excellent. I don't actually have any removal right now. But Skyclave is like removal and a body. Kills Planeswalkers. Like, it's great. We don't have any token producers really to go with Skullclamp. Like, it's fine with Gideon, but not amazing. Spectral Procession is good, but I think I gotta take Skyclave. If I was more ambitious, I think I'd grab Skullclamp there and try and wheel Skyclave. I just don't think it's that likely. Here's an Una's Prowler. I mean, this card does hit hard. Damnation's not really for us. Then, what do I want from this pack? Not a whole lot. Have some amount of green fixing. I guess Grist already passed by. Red seems open. I could take Blood Crypt. I can get that off Arid Mesa. So it actually is like 1 extra layer of fixing. So I guess I take that. Ooh, Thalia versus Gideon Blackblade. Given the way my deck is looking, Thalia is probably better. Gideon has 0 chance of wheeling. I would like this card in my deck. It's it ticks up and then just exile stuff, which is sweet. But Thalia is so backbreaking in so many matchups, and I don't really have much disruption. Well, this worked out. I can actually probably splash this Kolaghan's Command, maybe. I have right now 2 red sources that work with it. Otherwise, I'm taking Disenchant. Discipline pick or good pick? This is the question. Because I'm not taking any of the Islet or Waterlogged Grove because I can't fetch them. K-Command is really good, but I think I gotta take Disenchant. I'm not casting that red spell. Bloodchief's Thirst versus Cryptbreaker. I don't have any removal, so we gotta take Bloodchief's Thirst. Splashing Showdown of the Skulls would also be tempting, but here we are. What is going on in this draft? I don't want to play against Inferno Titan, I guess. What a weird game. I'll take this. Take Avalanche Riders for the sideboard. What colors are people drafting? Blue is wide open. White, black is wide open. Red is fairly open. Green, I just wheeled it plow. What colors are people taking? I don't even know. Let me see, because I got a late Thalia. I got a pretty late Bloodchief's Thirst. I have no idea. There's an Inquisition, though. I think I like taking Inquisition, trying to wheel this Esper Sentinel, because I don't have any discard right now, and like the first discard spell is very valuable. The second one's, I think, equally valuable. Then once you have 2, the third one is, I guess, more or less. Discard usually works well, like, when you have some amount of it, because you can discard, like, their 2 most important things. Okay, well, Polluted Delta. Oh boy. So Polluted Delta can grab Blood Crypt and Scrubland. So it can help us fix for red, that doesn't really matter. Polluted Delta, however, fixes for blue. So if we find a blue-white duel, Polluted Delta lets us do all of the things. By taking this, we're passing Thraben Inspector, but it's in the same pack as Snuff Out. So, and Elspeth. So I think I'm going to be happy with whatever we wheel. So I'm going to focus on my mana right now, because I have not enough playables. Wait a second. Yeah, we have... Oof. Okay, I need more playables. Oh, okay. That's a thing. Braids is good. I don't really need the red fixing. That's fine. Braids at the top end with Thalia backup is pretty solid. Monastery Mentor, Council's Judgment are all good. The thing I'm thinking about is, can I wheel Braids? I think the answer is probably yes. And with Mentor, I have 1, 2, not a whole lot. If I get Time Walk, obviously it's good, but that's a big if. I could take Council's Judgment, or I could take Shipwreck Marsh and try to fit Time Walk, but I think I'm better off taking playables here. Just good removal goes a long way. Phyrexian Revoker is great. More disruption, cheap cards. Let's do it. So far, Grandmaster Time Walk. There we go. There's the combo. I'm gonna take Vindicate, I guess. Yeah, I'll take Vindicate. I mean, this is a pretty spicy deck, even if we don't end up going blue now. Wooded Foothills gives red green, so I can grab Blood Crypt. No, okay, not doing that. Ravages of War, I don't normally love, but I do have Thalia. It's good with Braids as well. Night's Whisper is the alternative, which is just like a 2-drop that's decent most of the time. I am running Thalia, so it's harder to cast there. And Ravages does have a tendency to come around. I just don't value it that highly. But I think in this deck, especially with like Lion Sash, I could just start doing stuff. It's a pretty good top end card. Okay, I'll take it. I'm not necessarily in love with it, but it's fine. Brutality versus Nashi Moon Sage Scion. 4 mana ninjutsu. When it deals combat damage, X the top card of each player's library, you can play one of those cards. You can play lands with this too. So putting it into play is pretty nice. Brutality gives us flexibility and removal. I guess I'm deciding what we need more. What can I get back? I can bounce nothing for value, really. I guess Skyclave, maybe? Oh, there's also a Layla. I think we're just gonna take Brutality. It does a lot of stuff. Okay, Jite is... Oh, that's amazing. Alright, take Jite. Sorry, Usher the Fallen. You were good. Did someone take my Thraben Inspector? Ugh, why are they doing this to me? I'm gonna take the crappy Tar Pit. Alright, we get Snuff Out. That's fine. I think this was the Thraben Inspector pack. Snuff Out works. I mean, this deck looks amazing. We have 24 playables, and I think 16 lands with this. It looks pretty good with this number of 2s. Then we get Braids or Sacred Foundry. I'll just take Braids. And Intrepid Adversary. I don't know, Grim Lavamancer. Wow, okay. I literally don't know what were people drafting this draft? I have no idea. But my deck ended up really nice. I'm just missing that Thraben Inspector. That would have really put this deck over the top. But actually I'm quite happy with where it ended up. 32 total. 7 lands is 25, so I get to make a cut. I'm leaning towards Sedgemoor Witch. I didn't get the... Oh, I kind of like Intrepid Adversary, actually. It's just cheap. So I can cut Sedgemoor Witch, Nighthawk Scavenger. Snuff Out costs 0. Do I like Braids more than Ravages of War? Kinda. She attacks at least. I don't have any way to... The problem with this is I don't have any way to turbo out Braids. I have no fast mana. This is a modern cube deck, basically. Yeah. So this is 23. I would like another playable. I think it's going to be Nighthawk Scavenger. I guess Braids is harder to cast than Ravages. Alright, I'll do this. And then 5, 4... Right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is going to be 11 black and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 white. Somehow that feels right. 11 black, 11 white. I have a lot more black and I need black earlier. So I guess I can cut a plains for this. Well, no, because I have a lot of double white cards. You know, I think 11-11 is exactly where I want to be. Pretty good mana, actually, for a cube deck. See you guys, round 1. All right, we're playing against Mr. Salmonella. Let's go first. A lot of land. Well, it's 4 land. Actually, I'll keep this hand. All right, Teleport, good luck, have fun. It's not the best hand, but I'm on the play, and my deck does, the curve does go to 4, and I have a decent, spells to play. If I mulligan, I would definitely be pretty happy about this hand with 1 land removed. So I'm not going to complain. Hey, it's Caleb. Good you started posting vids again. The store deck with Breach was sweet. Thank you. I loved that deck as well. Opponent mulled to 6. I am actually going to fetch turn 1. I just don't want to draw more lands. Like basically this deck, if I draw like 2 spells and 1 land in the next 3 draw steps, I'll be pretty happy. Okay, that's fine, I guess. This was like a a 1 mana duress of myself. Actually 0 mana. I don't even have to spend mana to discard a card from their hand. Look how good that is. We're gonna lead with Una's Prowler, I think. Yeah. I maybe shouldn't have played that because now they know I drew only lands. They have Bitter Blossom against my X1 Flyers. Yikes. Okay, Danto Vanguard, also an X1, but you know what? We'll take it. Attack. And of course we're gonna bluff the Mana Tithe here. Although I guess they know what's in my hand. But you know what? We're still gonna bluff it. Trinket Mage is fine. Okay, and they only have Mox Diamond to get, that's good. I mean, they could have like a kill spell on top of all of this. Okay, just Sensei's top. Okay, I'm okay with this. They have 1 card in hand. They are getting to look at the top cards every turn to see what's best. I am going to Silent Clearing pre-combat, because if I draw something good, I'd rather have removal or whatever. What is happening? Okay. Do I want to trade Selfless Spirit for a Fairy Rogue token? We're flooding pretty hard, and like I said, if I draw 2 spells in 1 land, we're okay. If I draw only lands, or what is this now, like 4 lands in 1 spell? That's pretty bad. Okay, so I'll pay 4 life here. Maybe I'm supposed to attack with both, I don't really know. Okay. But yeah, this deck doesn't really have flood insurance or protection or anything, so not the best position. We do have Gideon as a top deck. I could just play Gideon. I might even just Emblem right away to make the Bitter Blossom not this big of a nuisance. Oh, Disenchant would be good. Killing the Bitter Blossom would be nice. Wait, did they just top and then top? They did. Okay. Well, it must not matter. They must have like topped and then intended to draw but didn't. That's my guess. Collective Brutality. So giving him Indestructible doesn't really do anything. They get to see all lands in hand. We'll take 2. Alright, deck. Something good. No. Oh my gosh. Why are we flooding so hard? I don't even know if I can realistically attack here. I mean, I attack tag, they block here, they take 2. That's not really a winning line. I don't know if there is a winning line when you draw this many lands. I guess waiting for Jite, that's my game plan. I don't understand why Sensei's top was banned in Legacy. Nothing against the opponent, it's just like the card itself leads to these play patterns of like, play top, look at the top, draw with top, play the spell. It just adds like extra time to every single game action you take. Because we know what card they drew for turn. Why is this a... Oh, okay. So they're interesting. They have like lightning bolts? So they want to reorder top after they draw so they can put top farther back down, or they want to like schedule 2 draws in a row. Take 3. Yeah, Jita is my saving grace here. Vindicate. Well, sometimes you gotta do it. I guess I'll play around something. I don't know. Vindicate this. Bitter Blossom. And now what? I think I'm still going to continue taking damage because there's... Like, I want my creatures in play because they have value. It's just a really bad spot. Okay, so they draw a card. There's some top shenanigans going on here. Opponent attacks for 2. I'll just take 2. I mean, I'm falling low, but it's not the end of the world. I have some lifelink creatures and some other stuff. Come on. Play Swamp. Go ahead. So they knew what was on top with top. Oh, is it like Grave Titan? I guess I could do this now. This is like one of the least fortunate games I've ever played. I go down to 2 life here. Good old Disenchant. Alright, game 2's gotta be better than this. So they have a lot of discard. I don't like Ravages of War against discard. Like, I don't know. I just don't love that card in general. They have Duress and like, they have a lot of things that discard spells. I think I'm gonna bring in Sedgemoor Witch. They have Bitter Blossom, so Braids gets worse. And I like the rest. Disenchant's good. Yeah, my hand's pretty good. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now this is a hand. As long as I don't draw like mono lands. But even then I should be okay. Let's go. Because I kind of want to fetch up double white, I'm going to go Polluted Delta for Scrubland, then Windswept Heath for Plains. If they duress me, I think I Mana Tithe it. Sensei's top, I'll counter that. Sometimes people keep hands with top that's like not great. So if I can like Mana Tithe this and then start Dark Confidanting, I think, you know, they could have a pretty bad hand here. Now I'm just gonna fetch up a Plains because I don't want to draw more lands. Like this is 4 lands is like more than I actually want. You love Mana Tithe. I don't know how much more I need to convince people that Mana Tithe is a good Magic card, but that's their own loss, not mine. Everyone's like, Caleb is memeing, it's like a bad card, and every time I play it, it's so good every single time. Okay, they Thoughtseize. That means I probably get to keep Dark Confidant. Oh wow. That was an insane Mana Tithe. Okay, I'll take that. Oh, Thalia, yes please. Okay, there you go. That's what happens when I draw spells. Yeah, keep the hand the same. I mean, Mana Tithe didn't only win me that game, but Thalia plus Mana Tithe was so good. Yeah, I'll keep this hand on the draw. It's a bit weak to like a bunch of discard, but that's okay. Yep. I think they take Snuff out, probably. So now is when I want to draw the lands that I drew the previous game. Like if I draw 2 lands in a row, this hand's fantastic. Although actually Snuff out doesn't have that many targets. Land. Perfect. I'll just play Swamp. Because they know I don't have Mana Tithe, so there's no point in bluffing it with Polluted Delta. But now I have double white, which is good. Wishclaw Talisman. Okay. Maybe I don't know what their deck does. I just get that feeling. Ooh, okay, that's good. So let's go like this. I think maybe I'm supposed to fetch with Polluted Delta, but I actually do want to increase my chances of drawing 1 more land, maybe? I don't know. I would be at 1 higher life total, so we'll see if that matters, right? If I fetch with Polluted Delta, I don't take damage off Silent Clearing this turn. I'd be at 20 or... Okay. That's not good. I don't have like Swords to Plowshares or anything. Do they just have like Yawgmoth's Will? Sneak attack. Okay. What is this? Ulamog. Annihilator 4? Okay. Oh, these were some unfortunate games. Yeah, everything's gone. Snuff out doesn't work because it's indestructible. That shuffles back. And then the game restarts. So maybe that 1 life will matter. They have Sneak Attack in play still. Okay, you know what? We're drawing live. But I think that life is going to matter because I have to snuff out whatever they play. And then Dark Confidant's going to start hitting me. I want to be at 8 when I play Confidant. Or I just die right here. Hasty Trinket Mage. They can grab Sensei's top. Oh, right. Oh, clever. This is spicy, whatever's going on here. I guess I just take the 2. All right. I would enjoy a share of the power here. That's why they're running Trinket Mage. They had Black Lotus, but they didn't grab it last game, which is kind of odd. Oof, that would be good. Can't play anything. Maybe I'm not supposed to fetch there because I want to draw another land, so having 1 extra in my deck does matter. Okay, they don't do anything. I don't do anything. Ah, that's unfortunate. Uh-oh, Steven's untapped? What is this? I think I'm just dead. Oh! Urza's gonna die. Alright, that's fine. Oh, they have more. Alright, now I'm dead. GG's. Those were some really unfortunate games. I just flooded and then didn't draw any lands. GG's, man. Loves the vids. Thank you. But it was fast. We get another round. See you guys there. Alright, we're playing against Howard Roark. Let's go first. Tell our opponent good luck, have fun. And this hand's pretty good. We're gonna go... Plains first. Deciding what I want to play turn 2. I'm feeling like probably... It depends obviously on what colors they play. If they play green, it's going to be Mezfiend. If they play blue-black, probably Thalia, even though I have an Umezawa's Jite, because that's going to be my play with the 3rd land anyway. I guess I get Blood Crypt here so that I have double black. Because Windswept Heath is going to get Scrubland. Then I Thalia. That way they can't play like a turn 2 Signet or whatever. Then I Mesmeric Fiend. Okay, Jace is kind of annoying. Maybe I just play Jite then. That way I can kill Jace. Oh. Oh. Wait. Yeah, I guess we go Bloodchief's Thirst into Mesmeric Fiend. No, this costs 2. This is hard. Play Windswept Heath. So I could Bloodchief's Thirst down Jace this turn. I could just use all my mana cast Jite, which is kind of the awkward interaction. Or I could play Mesmeric Fiend. The problem is Jace plus Mesmeric Fiend is pretty, like, scary. Or, like, Jace lets them loot into more stuff, so Fiend doesn't really get me out of this. I think I'm just gonna kill the Jace. Hit them for 2. Next turn, if I draw a land, I could just go Fiend Adversary. If I don't, then I can play Jite. If they kill Thalia, then I can do whatever I want, really. Okay, they discard Ashen Rider. They can't take anything here. Now that I know they're on Reanimator, I'm definitely going to Mez Fiend. I feel pretty good about killing Jace, then got rid of one of their free discards as well. And I'm not going to fetch end of turn, because I don't mind hitting a 4th land for Gideon. Or like, yeah, actually I would like to hit a 4th land so I can double spell this turn. There we go. So let's play the more important one first, which is Mesmeric Fiend. See what's going on over there. Reanimate and Animate Dead. Uh-oh. Wow, their hand's insane. What is this hand? What the heck? Do I have an out to this? They're gonna get back Ashen Rider. I probably... Their hand's so good. What the heck? Oh my gosh, okay. I don't know that I have an out to this. I guess I take Animate Dead. So they have to spend life on it. And I can grab Godless. I don't know what to do about this. Shrubland. Play this guy. I mean, this is only a 5/5 flying, so I can race depending on what they kill. Oh, wait. Oh, what did I do that? Now they have Reanimate with Mana Leak backup. I was just like, oh, yeah, Mana Leak's in their hand. I can't beat that. I guess it doesn't really matter what I got. No, it kind of did. If I take Animate Dead, or if I take Reanimate, then they cast Animate Dead, they don't have Mana Leak up this turn, and I can get down Jite. Ugh, and I can draw that, I suppose. Play Gideon. They're gonna counter it. Oh, wait a second. They're just gonna play Liliana. There's like no way I can beat this hand. They don't even counter Gideon, right? They just let it happen. Can I afford to play nothing? No, because then they just Liliana down tech and then I don't have any attackers. I need the lifelink, I think. Alright, go ahead. This is so bad. Yeah, so if I take Reanimate, they Animate Dead the Ashen Rider, then they can't Mana Leak me, and things go better. But they're at a higher life total, but that doesn't really matter because Intrepid Adversary races Ashen Rider fairly well. Okay. So they are going to Liliana, it seems. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, it enters tapped. Yikes. So I know 3 other 4 cards. Mana Leak, Liliana, Animate Dead, which can be cast on anybody. They can Animate Dead my Thalia. Let's attack them for 3. They drew a 2 mana removal spell. Well then. Okay. Go ahead. The problem with this game plan is they draw a land. Now they can play Liliana with Mana Leak. Yeah. Okay, there's a Plains. Okay, so I get to go Plains, Skyclave, eat the Mox. I'm trying to think if how this game would have been different had I sequenced otherwise. I would just have a Jite in play, which would matter quite a bit. I take 5, they just hold up Mana Leak. So I could draw a Council Judgment. There's actually quite a few things I can draw. Untapped land lets me Jite through Mana Leak. Alright, well, I don't even think Jite saves me, right? I just gain 4 life and I go up to 5 and I die. Yeah. This is why you need Swords of Plowshares and Path to Exile and why I take them so highly. Alright. They made the correct play. Okay, against Reanimator, I guess I just want to be as, like, aggressive as possible. Snuff Out's really bad, so I can bring in Braids. I have Revoker, Mana Tithe. Alright, let's do it. Go first. Ugh. 1 land, Mana Tithe. Then Collective Brutality. Like, the hand's okay, but it's not proactive. What is happening? I'm gonna keep this one. I'm so in business if I draw a land here. Lion Sash is like all of these cards are excellent against them. I'm gonna get rid of Council's Judgment just because I can't cast it for like a million years. If I draw a Black Source, this hand is amazing because I have Mana Tithe, Inquisition, Lion Sash to eat their graveyard, Collective Brutality. Like this hand's so good if I draw the mana. I don't think I can afford to mulligan down to 5. Like the odds of hitting lands here are much higher than the odds of finding a better hand with fewer cards. I can Mana Tithe whatever they play. Of course. They don't do anything. Alright, deck, please. Okay, there we go. Arid Mesa. Let's grab Scrubland. Inquisition then. Take Reanimate. Okay. Archon and Iona. That's good to know. Their hand is terrible. Womp. They draw Bloodghast? Okay. That doesn't do a whole lot. Go ahead and play our Lion Sash. If they Liliana next turn, oh, I'm gonna cry. I know their hand exactly. Okay, they have no blue mana either. There's Braids. Guess I'm just gonna play Jite here. Attack for 1. Like, I can't just sit back on Mana Tithe. Eventually they're gonna hit Liliana or something. Rotting Regisaur? Ooh. Okay. That's... I could still lose to this terrible hand. I got rid of Council Judgment because I figured all these other cards would be better, but turns out I'm just gonna die to Reggie. Mesmeric Fiend. I mean, that does something? What do I do? Guess I pass turn. And I think... I know they have Iona Archon. I have an active Lion Sash here. Okay, I'm gonna eat the Iona. Then I'm gonna eat my Arid Mesa. That lets me block the Bloodghast. This way I can take 2 hits off the Reggie. Never mind, I'm just dead next turn. Oh, no. I can Jite here still. This is really unfortunate. This deck does not want to give me an appropriate number of lands and spells. So I can do this. I'm dead to them reanimating, but I can't really beat that anyway. So I just have to get Jite going. Attack for 3. So now this can become a 5/5/7/7. When they discard a card, it can become an 8/8. But I have to kill the Bloodghast here in combat. Obviously, also if they have reanimation spell here, out of one of their 2 cards, I'm just dead. But beginning of combat, attack. If they drew a land for Bloodghast, that's also pretty annoying. Let's kill this. So I can gain life off Jite. Target opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Yeah, so we're just going to gain life here. They don't have Bloodghast currently. But now I'm in the weird spot where, like, we draw a painful land. You know what? I'll take it. So if they draw any land, they just play Bloodghast and I die. So I have to attack with the Lion Sash. This gains me 4 life. And then I play like a Mesmeric Fiend that lets me chump block. The last card in hand is Archon of Cruelty. I might actually be able to do this. Play Mes Fiend. Grab that. Pass turn. We chump block here. They don't discard anything. We can eat anything if they try and reanimate, or if they play a land. We can eat the Bloodghast. Block here. Okay. I need to gain life with the Jite in order to use the Silent Clearing, but I think it's worth it. Okay, so let's gain life here. Remove a counter, gain 4 life. I know the card in their hand. Then we eat this. Okay, we're doing a thing. There's another Plains. So the last card in hand is Archon of Cruelty. Am I dead to a removal spell now? That's the question. I could go land Ravages of War. This is actually a really tough spot. I don't think I need to go Ravages of War, because I think I am pretty weak to a removal spell. They can't really attack with Reggie, and then I can equip Jite to Una's Prowler and start doing that. If I attack here, they top deck a removal spell, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This costs 8, so they're far away from that. I can gain 6 life here and go up to 8. Oh, I can gain 6 life, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I don't actually die to that. Okay, that actually works really well. I could just attack with Lion Sash then. Attack here. And I think I'm going to eat Gristlebrand so that it's a faster clock. Okay, I get counters. So now I get to go Una's Prowler, holding up Mana Tithe. That way, this can chump, like that's that's plan A. Plan B is I just gain 6 life and go up to 8 so I can not die to Rotting Reggie. And they can't have a removal spell plus a reanimation spell. So it's going to be one or the other. Okay, wow. I'm really happy with that game, despite how it played out really weird. I complained a lot, but it ended up working, so can't complain, I guess. Let's run it back. Okay, I can still complain. What's with these one-landers? On the draw... Yeah, I have to mulligan this. Okay, I'll keep this hand. I wonder if I'm just supposed to side out Una's Prowler, because, like, letting them discard is pretty rough. I'm gonna do it. Alright, we get Mana Tithe on the loose. For the basic planes, I guess? No, I don't want to draw any more lands. I will counter this. Grab Scrubland, Tithe you. Such a good magic card. Okay, hopefully their hand is pretty bad now, because Nighthawk Scavenger hits for damage. Bloodchief's Thirst can kill their dudes. Do this. The problem is if they play specifically Rotting Regisword this turn, because I can't kill it, and then they get to discard. The key to Reanimator, at least in my opinion, is just keeping their graveyard clear. So like drawing Lion Sash next turn would be awesome. Okay, the Demonic Tutor. A little bit scary. Just an island. Alright. I'm okay with that. They might have like Ancestral. Ooh, Vindicate on the Swamp. Hold up. Hold up. Is that a good idea? I feel like that's a good idea. Let me think about this. Because they have Demonic Tutor, they could just get Gristlebrand or like Entomb or something, reanimate Gristlebrand. If they reanimate Iona, it's a problem I can't cast any spells. I can't win if they reanimate something. Like, Bloodchief's Thirst on their creature isn't going to work. I have to kill their lands. And then I top deck Black Braids. Oh, that would be so good. Don't have a swamp? No, they had one. Alright, I tried. Oh, but I can kill Jace. Okay, you know what? You know what? We're working on it. Okay, there's a Plains. So let's go Blood Crypt untapped. We absolutely have to kill Jace. Then this dude's like huge. They have 4 cards in hand and no way to discard? I like it. Alright, Braids. Yes, yes. Feel this Vindicated Swamp. Okay, feel the only lands in my hand. But you know what? This might be enough. Play the Courtyard tapped. Weird they did it this way, but I will give this dude Indestructible. That puts an instant into their graveyard, so this guy has 5 power now, and they go to 8. Okay. I don't know why they didn't do that in combat. They would take 2 less damage. Oh. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, this is not lethal, but it's pretty good. So I'll do it. They mana leak. That's fine. I'll pay the mana. Because now I have 2 lethal threats next turn. Am I gonna cheese the Reanimator deck? I love it. Haha! Take that, Reanimator. Nobody likes that archetype. Anyway, see you guys next round. Alright, round 3, short boy. We got a good mix of lands and spells. Good luck, have fun, opponent. They suspend Ancestral Vision on turn 1. Cool, cool. I like Collective Brutality. I would have liked it to be able to hit Ancestral Vision. So we'll pop this out. They have 3 turns left. The real strategy is you Ravages of War with Thalia in play before Ancestral Vision comes down. And then, don't think I want to fetch, because I actually kind of want to draw a Black Source. There we go. I'll double fetch now. I don't want to draw any more lands. So let's fetch. This one just grabs basic Swamp. This one grabs Scrubland. And do I want a Thalia? I think I just collected Brutality. Turn 1 reveals her hand. Insert a sorcery card from it. Because if they mana drain this, I'd much rather them counter that than Thalia. Brainfreed's Mind's Desire, Thieving Skydiver. Wow, their hand is pretty bad. I'm going to take Mind's Desire, I think. Yeah, because if they draw High Tide, they could do some stuff. This is going to be one good Thalia. I feel like for the sake of mana efficiency, I might want to play Scavenger next turn. They play Basic Forest, which tells me maybe they don't have That's a weird play. I want to play Scavenger for mana efficiency. That tells me they don't have High Tide, most likely. I love seeing Storm in the queue, though. I very rarely see it, but I play it. Not a ton, but I do play it. And it's a good deck. They have Trop plus nothing. Okay. We're drawing mono lands, but it's hopefully fine. Let's go another white source. Let's lead with Thalia. Okay, then a Danto Vanguard. We have Snuff Out to kill like a Pelincron or whatever. Hit them for 2. They have to pay mana for Ancestral Vision. I love it. And then let's just draw like Black Braids or Armageddon. That might be my sideboard. No, Braids is in my sideboard. Definitely bring in Braids. I think that's about it. Did they miss a land drop? No. Wow, they missed a land drop? Wow. That's pretty good. Una's Prowler. Alright. Let's play this pre-combat in case they have counter magic, because I want them to have to spend an instant on something. That way Nighthawk Scavenger is stronger. This is like a ton of damage though. Player Swamp. Pass turn. Okay, they Mystical Tutor for High Tide most likely. Or they have High Tide and they're going to Frantic Search. Fair enough. Okay. Brain Freeze is in their hand, so I don't really want to add to their Storm count if I don't have to. The beautiful thing is Frantic Search doesn't really give them extra mana, right? They're just going to have 4 mana. If they cast, they can't even cast Turnabout, so I don't know how they... I guess they have to draw an island. They discard Brain Freeze, Thieving Skydiver. That's actually scary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So they could cast Time Spiral. Oh, that's right. Frantic Search gives them 2... Frantic Search is insane with High Tide. Karn, Scion of Urza. Alright, I think my opponent's very dead here. Okay. They didn't even activate Karn. Alright. That's weird. I guess I figured they would at least Brain Freeze, but I guess not. Do I want Snuff Out? It's probably better than Blood Chief's Thirst, just in case they have a Pelincron. So I like that. Do I have any other creature removal I don't care about? I mean, Vindicate on the land is actually pretty useful. I have High Tide in my sideboard. I could just power them up. That would be fun, actually. They're like going off and you're like, hang on, I have a response. High Tide, go. Enjoy the extra mana. Oh my gosh. Alright, this hand's decent. Thalia is just brutal. Like, I feel pretty mean doing it. Oh my goodness. It turns out disruptive cards are good. We're gonna go Thalia, Mezfiend, Revoker. Maybe in that order. Thieving Skydiver. Okay. Yeah, they didn't play that at all last game. I don't know why I fetched it end of turn, but it felt right, so I did it. So Thalia. This poor opponent. Oh, they could bolt the Thalia now. Okay, Signet. I think I maybe Revoker the Signet, because then they won't have additional mana. Let's attack for 2. The main reason for wanting to Revoker the Signet is it cuts them off of 4 mana next turn, and for like a while. Yeah, I think I want to do that. Phyrexian Revoker, Azorius Signet. Pass turn. Next turn, hopefully I draw a land and I can go like Mesmeric Fiend and Danto Vanguard. Goblin Electroman. Okay, so that counteracts Thalia, but I can kill that with a Jite eventually. And they don't attack. If they double block, what do I do? Ooh, Pack Rat's good. Let's Mesmeric Fiend first, though. See what's going on there. Brain Freeze, Fractured Identity, Jace the Mind Sculptor, Mind's Desire. So they're 2 mana away from Fractured Identity, very far from Brain Freeze, very far from Jace, and very far from Mind's Desire. They don't even have white mana. Fractured Identity's not even that good against me. I think I just take Jace. Like the only card that does anything in their hand. And do I attack with Thalia? So I definitely don't attack with Phyrexian Revoker because that's locking them off Fractured Identity. I don't think I attack with Thalia either because they could just double block. Next turn, I think I just maybe play a Jite. Because Jite Thalia is gonna just that's gonna be a thing. That's a good one too. that's a pretty good card. I can play Selfless Spirit and swing out. But Jite just like demolishes their board. Let's just play Jite. And then no attacks. Pass turn. I am kind of locking myself out here, but being able to kill the Electromancer means they can't Fractured Identity. And I know their hand exactly. Brain Freeze, Fractured Identity, Mind's Desire. Although, honestly, Raging Ravine is gonna start doing stuff, I guess. You want to know how much I love tapped lands? 2 turns in a row, that much. There definitely is a cost to playing them. If they concede here, that's gonna be weird, because they could draw a land and then Fractured Identity. Kept pretty bad hands, but that's on me. We all do. We all keep bad hands sometimes. I just did that in the earlier rounds. Alright, equip to Thalia. I was mostly surprised you not playing blue. Do people still think I play blue all the time? That's wild. I don't understand where these misconceptions. You are Caleb, aren't you? I don't know where these misconceptions come from, but I'll take it. So if I attack with Phyrexian Revoker, what happens? They can double block and things get weird, so I just attack with Thalia. They can double block, but I first strike and then I can grow my Thalia. Yeah, there's this weird misconception that like I always play Storm, I always play mono white, and I always play blue, and I always play mono red. First of all, that's 4 distinct archetypes. Suppose my YouTube algorithm is trimmed on people playing blue. The blue decks do tend to do best in the algorithm. Yeah, maybe that is it. The YouTube algorithm just decides like to show people blue decks. I could definitely see that being a thing. But it's this weird phenomena where I get groups of people who are like vehement, like, Caleb, you're always playing this archetype. That I'm like, but I'm not. I don't know where you're getting this idea. And everyone's different on what archetypes they say I'm always playing, and it's wild. I don't get it. Alright, let's kill the Electroman. That way they can't Fractured Identity next turn without a land. Last turn. I'll hit him with the smiley face. I just never know how to interact with this thing where everyone's like so adamant that I do these things that I just don't do. Like, people say I force Storm all the time, but I did the math. I play Storm like 15% of the time. And like with each of the colors, they're like, you always play this color. But if you do the math, I do like, I think I play blue. It was like 18%. White was like 15%. I end up playing red quite a bit. I think red was like 30 some percent. GG's. Okay, I guess they just stopped me talking. Look in the next round. Yeah, it's wild, and I think green was the least with like 10% or something because I don't really play green. So that I get, but anyway. That's my rant. It frustrates me that so many people are adamant that I always do a thing, but there's so many people who say that I always do a different thing, which just disproves all of them. Anyway, this deck was fun. That opponent was very pleasant. I'm sorry they had like the worst matchup. Storm is like the best deck for me to face. So, I could like vindicate a land next turn maybe or do something crazy. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time. If you made it this far into the video, you're clearly enjoying the content. So if you want to help support me being able to make more content, there's 2 ways to do it. The first is free and very easy. Just following me on Instagram. You get, to see cool stuff like this cat made out of trees or this dog that's an island. Some very interesting or trippy videos like this one, which it's not for everybody. The other one is just going to my store. I sell art like the ones I've shown. So there's a lot of cool stuff there. You can shop the collections and see things like this. I'm selling t-shirts. And I would really appreciate it. Thank you.